Hello, Sasha here from Northern Light Modular. Well, today we would like to present you the complete H series that we've been working on for the last year. So this will be one of these silent videos with no sound and stuff, but I would like to go through all the modules that we have and just introduce them to the ones who know some of them and also to the new guys. All right, so basically last year, when we started to work on the H series, we wanted to get more people into the whole Buchla environment, and we wanted to do that with our own DIY series. So the first thing that we started with was a voltage mixer. You can see that up there in the corner, and this is like a 6-channel in and 2-channel out mixer that can attenuate, it can subtract, it can add, and the mixer also has different ratios. The other one that we showed last year is down there. That is our swarm LFO. So 8 LFOs that are all listening to one master clock, and there's like sines, rectangles, noise, and all sorts of LFO shapes in there. And with the spread and the phase, they can be offset to each other. So over here we come to the new ones. So probably some of you have already seen that. That is basically Ornaments and Crime, now in the H series format. So very, very small, but we also added input and output attenuators and light level indication that you really see what's happening when you dial down the out buttons. Down here we have time and triggers, also adapted now to the H standard, which means it's much smaller. And that is a trigger generator that can take triggers in and then do mathematical equations like multiplication, division. It can remove steps. It can do Turing machine operations. And it can also just work as a multiplier. So over here we have Trommelmaschine. That one is a derivative of Mutable Instruments grids. And we're using that to drive our finger drums. And that is a really fun module because you can play it with your fingers, or you can just use triggers to start the bass drum, snare drum. We have a hi-hat and a rim shot. The idea came basically from the boss, Dr. Rhythm, and we added a couple of modifiers so that you can dial in different tones for the snares and for the bass drum. It even goes to self-oscillation. And down in the Trommelmaschine, I just wanted to mention that we also have a MIDI import directly there. So that one is used to sync the whole system. All right, next one. We built an oscillator, finally. So we have a sound source. And that one is based on the SEM 3340 chip, which people know from the Prophet and from all the Roland machines and stuff like that. So we have like a sawtooth, we have a pulse, we have a triangle, but we also added a sub oscillator out over there, and that one can go 1 octave down, 2 octaves down. We have pulse width modulation, either by hand or with CV, and the same goes for FM. It tracks over 8 octaves, and there's like an octave switch, so that you can also start like on a higher and low range. And what would be an oscillator without a filter? So up here we have our pole mixing filters, which is basically 2 filter modules. They're independent, but they are chained into each other. So on the left side, we're using a 4-pole circuit, and on the right side, we're using a 3-pole one. So the big switch in the middle switches between the different filter modes, and it can do everything from bandpass, low pass, weird combinations, phasing, whatever you come up with. So down here, another mutable, that is edges. And we tried to get it into this format, so we had to drop one of the voices. So the inputs are only there for 3 voices, but we connected number 2 and 3, so it actually it acts as a sub-oscillator. And then the last one is a 4-channel mixer, which also has a wave folder as an effect module. So the 4 switches are there to decide if we have like a clean VCA, which is linearized, or if the sound also goes through the wave folder. Yeah, and that is all 10 modules that we have in the H series so far. They're all available as DIY kits, or we build them for you, your call. Thanks for watching.